So, welcome to day 6 of the 21 day challenge to releasing your limiting beliefs. Today, we start looking at inspired action. And it's not enough to just think positive. We need to action positive. We need to action forward in order to really make the changes we want to see. A lot of the times in the Akashic Records, what I've gotten, the advice or the suggestion was, it's not about what we did yesterday. Absolutely learn from it, experience it. We've experienced it for a reason. Take that knowledge and wisdom and now start applying it to the future, to the now, to the present. So draw a line. And this really, really helped me in not beating myself up. Just draw a line and say, okay, thank you. It was a gift. I understood what I was doing, why I was doing it, how it was benefiting me. But I also understand that I cannot continue moving forward, because if I do, I'm choosing to, and you can absolutely continue to do that forward, but it's a choice. So it's realizing that then it's not unconscious or subconscious. It's a choice to continue to do the same behavioral patterns. So what is the inspired action? How can I change this in this moment right now? And today we're going to look at, okay, what is the action that we can take to move this all forward? And making the changes actually shifts our vibrational frequency in a way that shifts our entire paradigm. We all live in different dimensions, all in the same place, different timelines. We all share the same space, but are living our own paradigm, which is quite interesting, because if you tell somebody big news, whether it's good, whether it's bad, they will react based on their own perspective, and it's also based on their own reality. So we all live individual realities at the same time. So as we shift, we actually shift dimension when we make these decisions. And I call it timelines. We make a decision, we shift a timeline, because that just is what makes sense to me. So we shift a direction, we move into a flow of a different timeline, and we carry on. These shifts are also what I'm wanting to do with these shifts, and what we generally tend to do is start to align with our higher self as we release these limitations. Each limiting belief that we release a layer from our being, which allows us to really get to the core of who we are. The inspired action also helps with healing and with growth as we move forward, helps with our connection, and it helps to set us up for living authentically in the one that we are. And it also, I believe, brings us closer to oneness and unity, because once we start reflecting on who we are, we start to have more understanding and compassion for others, which helps to bring in unity. So let's jump into this meditation. Let's look at how can we, based on the limiting beliefs that have come up this week, or the limitations that we're dealing with, what is the inspired action that we can take moving forward? So let's meditate. Okay, let's close our eyes. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. Let's breathe in light. And as we exhale, let's release the tension, the stress of the day. Let's relax the shoulders, drop the facial muscles, relax the jaw. As we continue to breathe deeply and completely. Breathing in light into our chest, our back. Breathing in light all the way down into our glutes. Breathing in light all the way down to the tips of our toes. Exhaling all that no longer serves. Let's continue to use our breath to continue to clear the tension, the stress, limitations, allowing the inhalation to feed the body and the exhalation to release, to let go. Bringing our attention from the outside world internally. And continue to breathe in into the places that feel stuck, stagnant. And exhale all that no longer serves. Let's connect to Mother Earth by opening up the chakras on the soles of our feet. Connecting into the diamond white crystalline grid at the center of the earth. Allowing this grid to move up through the layers. Connecting to the souls. Up all the way, anchoring itself into our heart space. Clearing all chakras below it on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. Releasing to the diamond white grid any dis-ease, any discomfort, any disharmony that we carry within our bodies. Dissolving any suppressed memories, any traumas that we still carry that no longer serve us. Allow the energy of Mother Earth to completely nurture our bodies. With what it needs Let's connect into the golden grid of the central sun. Pulling forward this grid, allowing it to connect to the crown of your head. Opening up, strengthening your connection to your higher self, your I am presence, your guides, your angels, your own Akashic records and creator. Allow this grid to move down and anchor into the heart space, clearing the chakras above it on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. Allow both grids to connect, interlace. Allow it to clear our auric field, releasing all emotions that are not ours, all thought forms that are not ours. Let's amplify our light, shine bright. Let's drop into our heart space and connect into the Akashic Records. Keepers of the Akashic Records, please open and allow me access to my records. My name is, state your name. And I ask to create a safe and sacred space for my highest good and healing. The records are now open, the records are now open, the records are now open. Stepping over the threshold into your records. Let's ask the question. Based on the limitations that have surfaced in the last few days, what is one action that I can take towards implementing a new belief system that is in alignment with my highest potential? What is the new belief that I need to align to in order to step into my highest potential? And how will I integrate this new belief system into my life? What are the thoughts, the words, the actions you will take? I'm going to ask to set 2 markers of awareness. 1, to recognize old patterns and belief systems very quickly. And 2, to bring focus and observation to the changes that the new belief systems, the new actions, the new thought forms, and how they influence our life. So that it is brought to your awareness of the changes and the effects of these changes. Let's ask the question, is there anything else we need to know? Let's give thanks and gratitude to the keepers of the records for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding we have received today. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. Take a deep breath and exhale. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. If you have not journaled, journal it now and make sure to take inspired action.